Purchase your tracks today.
What's good, disciples? What's up, everybody? I was gonna wait till I get a couple more, but no alerts go out as always. Just want to do a quick video. Today is the first date of the new New York State business implementing mandates. So I'll be out later doing what I do, doing what I've been doing, which ain't shit different. And I'm not gonna let a fucking piece of paper dictate my life, and the words of a fucking psychopath dictate my life. So I'll be out and about and not playing the game, see what happens. So paying a few establishments visits, and you know, sharing is good, G-Code. Right. Ain't no bowing down. But also, I must put a disclaimer out. Maybe situation where we gotta put on our defense. And like I said, one thing that I do recommend, man, is go to Amazon. Okay? Go to Amazon. I didn't even know this shit was in here. Go to Amazon and get you one of these shields, because it's just like a pair of sunglasses. All right? I done showed you them before. Matter of fact, I think I got some in here. Because there might be sometimes you got to go into a government building and you already know you're not getting in. You're not going to fuss and fight. You know, I mean, it just is what it is. Unless you want to go to jail and be forced to wear a mask. I mean, that's a whole different story. We got to not comply, but we got to be smart about it. You know what I mean? We can't be ignorant like the motherfucking people who are on the other side that just do belligerent, dumb shit and don't think. We got to think. You know? We got to choose our battles wisely. Because like I said, this is war, and we haven't even seen it begin yet. This is nothing. So, you know, me and Wise was talking about this yesterday. Shout out to Wise, as always. You don't want to get taken out the game early. You know what I'm saying? Off of, just dumb shit. We got to really tread lightly. And, stand up, let our voices be heard, push back, but we can't be ignorant. We got to know when to say when, So, I will put that disclaimer out. But while you're doing it, hey, speak your mind. Don't be silenced with shit, talk shit. Do what you got to do, because that's what I do. I mean, there's a video that I haven't uploaded yet of, I had to go somewhere for an appointment. And you know what? I took a $300 fine to say, you know what? Fuck that appointment. It was more important for me to stand up and just box with these fools for a little while and just let them know that, hey, I'm not playing your game. Fuck it. So I'll just, ruffle some feathers a little bit and show some ignorance, because ignorance is always shown when you speak, against this energy that's here. So speak your mind while you're doing it, and you'll see. It's not time to be quiet no more, not time to hold our tongue. It's time to just let it all out, That's why I got shirt. My son's making all these shirts, because shit, when I ain't talking, my sweatshirt, my jacket, or my t-shirt gonna be doing the talking for me. And it's gonna be belligerent. It's gonna be, it's gonna be logic, but it's gonna be direct. It's going to be, one thing I've always been great at, and that's why I am so censored, is titles. I've always been good at titles. I had to tone my titles down, but because they would get my videos immediately removed. I've always been good at titles to draw people in. And everything I did. When I used to write poems, stories, plays, books, it was always a title. And that's another thing. I'm actually writing a book, if you would not believe that. A small book, like real little small book. I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do with it. Am I just gonna give it away? I don't know. I don't really like selling shit. It's not to really sell anything. It's for just a book, a book of my knowledge, a book of my experiences from me, and just see where it goes. I'll probably just give it away. Maybe I'll put if I put it on the internet, I don't know, figure out a way to make it to where it's only, basically, it's whatever the charges is, that's all you're paying for, Basically make this shit free. So I'm actually working on that, showing some things that I can't really show on the internet, like divine mathematics, the clock, how the clock truly works, how the clock was made based upon the sun, moon, and stars, and how the numbers on the clock line up with you and your body and time. All just a bunch of shit. So, But anyways, so stay tuned for I'll be going live later, going in and visiting some businesses just to see what time it is. And one business that came out in particularly here in New York State was Wegmans. Came out and said they will be enforcing it, but the news is liars. They're all hand in hand. They're not enforcing it. They're just doing what they've always done. They're not going to ask anybody like before to leave the store. They're not going to deny anybody. They're just going to kindly require you, but just same shit. But they deliberately do that so the small businesses, okay, they kind of set up small businesses and other businesses. They come out, yay, we're doing it. And then all the other businesses, oh, yep, we got to do it. We got to do it. Not really knowing that Wegmans ain't fucking doing it. They never did. Just like Walmart. They never did either. And I can't wait to go with Walmart. I can't wait. And I'm gonna go into Walmart where there's security to make it even more, you know. And I'm sure somebody around here will be hitting me up. Yo, go to this place, man. They told me I can't come in, you know. So, and I already know the Rochester police, all right, and other police agencies around here, they're not enforcing this shit, okay? Well, word is, but the buzzword is that they're not going to be fucking with any of this shit, let alone wearing it them damn selves. So, and I'll be documenting that shit too. So, you know, and that's why it's not about this mandate is just a prequel to they're going to go restricting business. That's what they want to do. They want to make it harder, so they're going to say not enough business complied and people weren't following along. Meanwhile, they didn't have a mandate, and I see everybody wearing the shit anyway. So pretty much it was already at where it was at, from people complying and wearing the shit to people that wasn't going to wear it any fucking way. And they honestly really didn't need it. But they're going to come out and say, you know, we did the mandate, that didn't work, it's still on the rise, you know, you need more booster, you know, all this stupid shit, man. But the whole thing is they want to go all these phases. They're going to do it. It's not want to. They're going to do it no matter what. And I tell people that, like, dude, they're running game on you. Oh, how do you? I don't know shit. I just understand what the fuck they're doing. You don't got to know shit. It's not about guessing anymore. It's about, you know, their agenda. This is in my area. I don't know about the rest of the fucking areas. I'm just paying attention right here, right now. Rochester, New York. All right, New York State. They want to go. Rochester, New York wants to go full-fledged 4 phases. And I'm telling you, they want to do a 5th one that they just make up out of their ass. All right? So, what's good, Jeremy? You already know, fucking sheep to the slaughterhouse, you know? Vaccination, the etymology of the word vaccination is for fucking cattle. So people just like being fucking cat. They are what they are. I was building with my brother last night. You know, we talked for hours about this shit. You know? About how it's almost a point where they're targeting the fucking cattle to get rid of their ass. Because they can't, it's just, they're useless. They're useless. They need people that are awakened. They need people that have that higher mindset. They need those people. You know, I really start thinking about what the fuck they're doing as somebody is passing me alone in a fucking minivan with a mask on. As always. It's like commonplace now. This is the world we live in. It's common fucking practice to drive alone with polyurethane right across your goddamn face. Oh, shit. Look at this shit. Look at that. Keeping somebody safe in the back seat, too. Shit, y'all couldn't even see it. Look at that shit. And then they got a passenger in the back seat with a mask on. What's good, G-Code? So, just the upside down we living in, the alternate reality we're living in, the shit. We are literally living in 2 different realities at the same time. This is obvious now, you know? It's obvious. Because the shit that we see with our own eyes, which is just unimaginable, how people are buying this shit. So, shout out to all you guys. Again, like I said, I'll be going late. I just wanted to come on and give an update. It'll be on this channel. Like I said, I'm posting videos on my other channels. So the videos are going up. I don't think I uploaded any yesterday. I put them on my Telegram, and I did one on BitChute. So buffer, but I do want to do a video on how we got here, and from my point of view. Sorry about the buffering shit again. Man. Anyways, I do want to do a video on, I don't know where it cut off, but I do want to do a video on what the fuck is this? Oh, it's the same. Where the fuck did this get in my? Oh, this was up here. Okay, never mind. So, like I said, I do want to do a video on how I came to this realization and understanding with the help of you guys, Wise, of course, and, everybody else sharing information, tapping into all the information, busting shit down. And that's why I really don't post shit anymore, because we already know, and the information's getting out of there. We already put the information out in the universe, and other people are picking up on it. I mean, maybe not to quite the level that we have done, because we are using what's coming to us naturally from the Creator, from God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Krishna, whatever your belief is. That information is coming to us, you guys, and some of us at different levels, and we share it. And I always tell people, people are like, oh, you don't know anything, trust, you don't know this, and, how do you know, and, you got to trust. Man, fuck what you talking about. Are you that fucking dumb? What do you mean? You mean to tell me us that are human cannot gain knowledge like the humans did before us to give to the people that we now call facts and truth? We can't get that? What the fuck is wrong with people, man? I can't tell you where the shit comes from. We can't tell you where it comes from, but when we tell you, it be 100% on point, and we didn't learn it from no fucking body. It's the universal energy that's here that we all could tap into. And it comes. I can't tell you, where the fuck it came from. If you don't want to believe me, fuck it. Don't believe me. I don't give a fuck. I can't stand that shit. Well, this guy, he said this. Fuck that guy. He ain't no more important than I am, or you are, or, what are you doing? Of course, people are going to share information, but I've never heard that before. Well, fuck. That's your problem that you never heard it before. I'm just giving you what the fuck I got. What's good, Cuts? Shout out to you. What's good, Angel? Fuck them people, man. That's the shit that gets under my skin, man. Damn. That's why I listen to wherever it's some information, I'm listening. I don't give a fuck who's giving it. I'm yo, that's the shit that I ain't never even heard of. I'm yo, that's some shit that I never heard of. So I listen. It's information and energy coming in that's never been here before. You know what I mean? People, I can't help but I can't understand that shit. You locked, all your mind is locked away, So, that was one thing that I've thought about. I don't know what the hell kind of thing I was just listening, was playing in the background. I just paid attention to that shit. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here, man, and I gotta go into pick something up. Not inside, but right, we're all gaining knowledge, man. What the fuck is wrong with people? You know what I mean? And I can't help it if them people, that's why sometimes I can't really talk to some people, because, they're gonna be like, oh, who are you? But now it's to the point where it's you know what, just fuck it, just shoot it. And if they catch it, they catch it. If not, if they catch it, they catch it. If not, then they don't. If they don't, they don't. I would go in Wegmans right now and test their fucking their bullshit, but I want to do it later where I'm just in the mood and I'm just going HAM. So see if they got any new signs up there if it's the same old shit. It's the world we fucking live in, man. The world of tyranny and just stupidity. Everybody's got their mask required signs back up. Yo, this shit is disgusting, man. This shit is fucking pathetic. There go up. My man just walked out, no mask, no nothing. Shout out to him. Let's see. Let's put some hats on right now. Let's see. Oh, you know, the employees gonna have masks and shit on. Let's see what, you know. But yeah, so before I get off here, hold on, guys. Let me see. She got it on her chin. Some will be under the deep dark spell, but most I just heard. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is a lot older people hour. Most people, you know, they going in, so you know they all, most of them fell for the Kool-Aid, you know. So most of them drinking the Kool-Aid, and shout out to her. She ain't stick one on. So it's crazy, man. I'm pretty much, it's just gonna be the same that it was, in my opinion, because you know, everybody was already, already was normal in Rochester. They scared the fuck out of Rochester people. You know, scared the shit out of them. So they scared the fuck out of people. Sorry, it's Monday and I'm getting a lot of texts and shit. I'm gonna let grandma go. This is the shit that I feel sorry for, man. You know, this grandma. I don't feel sorry for people like that. You know, not at all. But like, look at this little old lady right here. Like, I feel sorry for them people, man. You know, not people like this. I don't feel sorry. They just drink the motherfucking Kool-Aid. You know, I don't feel sorry for them people. But like grandma right here, shit breaks my fucking heart. It really does. You know, older people that, you know, they just fall for it, man. And meanwhile, they wear those fucking polyethylene masks. That shit got open and everywhere on, like, this shit. There's like this is, it's just, I understand, but on my worldly level, it just blows my fucking mind. It really does. It really blows my mind. It really does. It just, oh my God, just can't even. Like, it just, you're wearing a polyethylene fucking mask that just rippled and open all around the side, and you think that shit is doing something, and you believe the people that are telling you that they're making you believe that shit. Like, it's just so bad, man. It's so bad. It really is. It's so fucking bad. You know? But it's that alternate reality, man. Like, what the fuck kind of, like just thinking about the state of mind these people are in, like, what and how, you know, like, god damn. And then the ones that fight over the shit, like, that's even more wild. Like, they want to kill you. Like, these people, that's why you could see what they have, they're creating around us. The governments aren't going to do shit to us. It's going to be the people. Government ain't going to do nothing. They're just going to be there signing in the law. Yeah. And it's going to be the people, man. That Nuremberg shit. You know? Mothers going to be taking their children, their mothers, husbands, their wives, their husbands, friends, families, uncles, they're gonna be taking them straight to the motherfucking, whatever you want to call it, gulags or the incinerator or whatever the slurry machine, the Soylent Green slurry machine, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Because at all these books, it don't end well, you know? I mean, the book they wrote, it don't end well. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. You know? So, yeah, I mean, it's people that don't even watch the shit that, I mean, like, I've literally seen people that, I don't watch the news, they're full of shit, and walk into the store and wearing a mask and believing this shit is around. Like, the same people that, and there's people that don't trust the government, don't trust them for shit, but believe this bullshit. You know, like, it went beyond government. Like, it's literally, you can look around you to see that it's beyond government, because you could see your brothers and sisters riding around alone with diapers on their fucking face. You know, you can see it. That's not the government. When you go into these stores and you see an employee, the store not even enforcing the shit, but an employee is enforcing the shit, that ain't the fucking government. That's that energy, that's that entity that is in the minds of these people. Evil. The motherfuckers that you've witnessed me doing live streams, and actually one Saturday, of people wishing us dead. I hope you die. It's people like you. The one old guy, I'm clipped the video up and post segments of that because it was really good. It was so much captured there. You know, shout out to the beautiful woman who made it rain and brought the spirits out. You know, you can see the evil. You can see the evil in people who think that they're actually worshiping divinity, Jesus. You can see the evil. Like, it's really mind-blowing. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole topic for a whole nother day. But those people wish us dead, man. They really do. They wish us dead. And exactly, Antichrist, man. Anybody that's for this is Antichrist. All right? Point blank, period. And we got all our own beliefs on what the Christ is, but hey, the one that's playing out right now makes the most sense and the most logic, and is actually, I mean, when it's shown to you, I mean, you got to run with it. You know, I don't want to go into the man flying out the fucking sky shit, you know, with long, golden, straight fucking hair and shit. If that's what y'all believe, man, that's what y'all believe, man. You know, I can't help that part. But, I mean, the rules of this society, they got a right to make their deity whatever the fuck they want to look like them, and that's what they did. You know, it is what it is. And that has nothing to do with race. That just got to do with reality and facts. If you control some shit and you put an image out, you want that image of you. You know, if you in control, and if you, like, with that mindset of a psychopath, I mean, that's what you're putting out. That's going to be your book, your laws. You know, you created a society. Just like if people create their own, you know, organization, it's going to represent them, their belief, their values, just like any business. I mean, they have their rules, policies. You're going to wear this clothes. This is your dress attire. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. You can't have long hair. You got to have a shaved head. I mean, what the fuck? Y'all not, what the fuck is people not fucking paying? What ain't people picking up on? I mean, how the fuck you don't know that shit? You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother topic. Like I said, maybe it's a Monday sun energy rant, you know, whatever. But you know, it is what it is. So, you know, the sheep on TikTok, yeah, that was funny. This shit was funny as hell, wasn't it? That shit was funny. But yeah, I mean, that was crazy, man. But yeah, TikTok is full. I like to go on there to like get the trolls. I don't know, I love that shit. It gets me excited. And then I learned how to turn off the comments, and I know that just pisses them off on every fucking level. you know. But anyways, get the higher vote for the shower and shouldn't. People submitted. They put the UN statute. The UN statute in New York. Nature of the beast system. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's another thing people don't understand, man. Like, I can't teach them what the fuck is what. I mean, it's all there. You know, same thing with the United Nations. All right. I mean, New York City is the world capital. New York City. I mean, that's what it is. What it is. That's where the UN is. You know, it's just that city is the new world order. You know, the Trade Center. You know, all the symbolism. The Freedom Tower now. I mean, go to the UN. I mean, you ever go to the United Nations? The UN flag is supreme above all, even the American flag. How the fuck the UN flag gonna be reign supreme more than the American flag? That's power. You know, flag. That means if that flag is sitting higher than the other ones, that flag has more power than those other flags. I mean, this shit is obvious, and people don't understand how powerful the Iccpr is. Meanwhile, your fucking whole nation of America is getting destroyed because people are realizing they have power and using that tool. I mean, it was put out there as a benefit for us until, you know, until shit goes the way it goes. I can't stress it enough. The Iccpr is a powerful document, and people need to know that it's supreme law of the land here. That's why you see what you're seeing going on, because this document is in place. The Constitution sits behind it because the Iccpr, the declaration that they signed, is a treaty, is more powerful than the United States Constitution. All right? By what I mean by more powerful is it's the supreme law of the land, meaning the United States, all right? The United Nations International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights is supreme law of this land. That's why they don't abide by the Constitution. Unless you get into and claim and assert your rights to the Constitution, it won't be upheld. The Iccpr is the power that upholds the Constitution, and vice versa. The United States Constitution and the United States government, the state government, all the local entities has to uphold and enforce the Iccpr upon the Constitution. All right, which is your human rights, man. That's something that people should be reading, because all this exemption shit, all this stuff, if you put that out there, there's nothing they can do about it. This is why you saw LGBT and BLM do what they did, because they understand this document. It's being used by their people in power. Point blank, period. All you got to do is look up all the laws. I'm going to do a video on it just to show people, like, look, this is what it is. This is powerful. They literally got laws removed and overturned so they could do what they've done. You know, I mean, fast, boom, just like that, over the years. And then, you know, oh, well, you know, we think that this, you know, Obama with the gay marriage, we think that this is, you know, da-da-da, and, you know, no, motherfucker, you guys had to, because it's a human right to self-identify as what you want to. And I believe in that shit. You got a right to be whatever the fuck you want to be. That's the beauty of being free. All right? You want to be a man, a woman, and you want to marry each other, go ahead, do it. I don't care. But just don't enforce that shit like they're doing upon us. Like they're pushing it into schools. No, that's when the shit goes south and wrong. You know? That's when it goes wrong. So people need to understand that document. It's powerful shit, man. You put it in your life. I mean, these people, I mean, this shit is amazing. It's like a, you know, a goldenrod staff. I mean, when you get your rights violated and shit, why you think you see BLM and all that shit, man, they get crazy, buku, stupid stank money fast. And if you don't use that process, you don't make it to, it takes longer. You know, you got to go through more steps, because what they really truly do is they'll put the Constitution there, all right, and say, yeah, okay, yeah. You know, your rights been violated, your civil rights. And no, but it's your human rights that are being violated. You know, they don't want to get to the Iccpr because it's not self-executing, meaning they're not going to tell you about it. But when you find out about it and you use it and assert your rights, guess what? They have to uphold that shit to their fullest abilities or face liability. And when that shit goes up into the millions, nobody want to play that shit. I mean, it is what it is. It's a treaty that the United States government signed on. And also, I'm going to give you guys another jewel on why child trafficking is fucking real and why this country is the biggest perpetrator in it. You know? I mean, this country is has the biggest hand in child trafficking. The largest hand in child trafficking. All right? And ask yourself, when I show you this, why it's the only country in that's party to this covenant that does not have the International Child Right, I forgot what is, convention. Only one. And then you guys see, oh, they wrapped up a lot of these trafficking rings all across the fucking world, man. Military's coming in, just breaking all this shit up. And ask yourself why the United States government isn't doing it. Because if they sign on to this treaty, guess what happens? CPS goes away, family court goes away, all that shit, man. It's way too much involved that's why they won't sign it. They're the only one that is a party to the covenant that have not signed the child. That you would think that would be the first thing these motherfuckers sign. And I'm going to show you guys. And I'm going to show you guys how LGBT got their rights. How they won't show BLM how to get rights for black folks. They won't go that route with them. It's crazy. It really is. It's fucking mind-blowing, man. And that's what it is. It's case laws, Supreme Court laws, Supreme Court cases on this shit, man, that overturned laws, overturned sodomy laws, overturned all kind of crazy shit. I bet you people don't even know that the sodomy laws is overturned because of LGBT. You know? And that's why you see what you see in the schools. That's why you see what you see. A lot of people don't even realize how bad it actually is because it's a part of the J. It's just rolling right along because it's not illegal. But here, thankfully, in Rochester, New York, in the county, Monroe County, the sheriffs are investigating the material that is out in these schools and have pulled some of this shit out and said this is outright pornography and like just shit that's against the law. But on the flip side of that, guess what? There's the other side is actually fighting to keep that shit in there. So it's a legal battle going on behind the scenes that I know about that a lot of people don't understand what's really going on. Not understand how they can have this hate shit in the schools because you got a right to disseminate information through me. I mean, I'll literally show you the rights that is in the Iccpr. That's how you know that this shit has to be more powerful than the Constitution. And think about it, the Constitution has that in there itself. Freedom of speech. You better believe that they're using that. I mean, that's why this shit is allowed. We be like, how? What's going on? How? Listen, I can just show you. If you don't believe it, I can't help you. I mean, everything is done lawfully, legally, on paper, with contracts. Everything's done like that. This vaccines, this whole thing that's going on, it's all done with contracts, man. Everything is to do with contracts, signing everything, your life away, your rights away, everything. It's all to do with signatures and contracts. It's very powerful, man. It's all binding. So there's a paper trail to everything that you're looking for all these answers to. Why? What? Don't ask why. Go find the fuck out. What do you mean? If it's somewhere, if something is somewhere, it's there on paper. Either somebody hasn't challenged it or somebody got the go-ahead to do that shit. You know? Or they're doing it corrupt. They're forging shit. But there's a paper trail of some shit somewhere. Nothing's just there just to be there. Nothing just came and said, oh, I'm here and I'm doing this. Hell no. Whatever was there will remove your ass. And then people don't wonder, like, during the chop zone in Seattle, in Portland, How the hell they told you. They're literally showing you on the news like these motherfuckers, the feds and the National Guards walking away, giving up the fucking land. Come on, you know how powerful that shit is? They just did what the federal government does when they steal land and occupy the shit. That's all they did. It was a game of paper. That's why they had a certain amount of time to occupy that space and give it back, because they had no foundation to lay upon. If these groups gain a foundation, oh, they taking that shit over. They're taking that shit over as if they have the foundation for it. You know, which means you have to have land mass with treaties with the country. Then you could have a consulate like the Chinese, like the Russians. They all have this shit here, where the United States government can't even go on the fucking property, and it's in the United States. These groups and this stuff is trying to get that. They're trying to create these things, man. You talk about some wicked shit, yo, you're gonna see some wicked shit, you know? So, hey, it just is what it is, man. And that's why the natives got duped, got duped out of their stuff. The res, people say, oh, that's good. That ain't good. They're under the control of the federal government and got to ask permission from the federal government still. All right, they are not free. That is not technically not their land. All right, it's just an agreement with the natives and the federal government, point blank period. And it has to do with money, funds. They took the bag instead of the actual land. They gave up all the land. The government said, all right, here's a little piece. This is yours. Stay in line. Don't let anyone know what we've done. Don't expose how we've created contracts, and we're just occupying your land, and we did it at the barrel of a fucking gun. They're not gonna it's an agreement. They have an agreement. Buffalo and Buffalo is a prime example of that shit. You got to do is go down to the main building where all the records are, right downtown, beautiful ass building, and you can see it's all native shit all over, tribal stuff, tribal everything all over. It's a beautiful ass building. That lets me know, all right, to the trained eye, that there's an agreement between the Erie Nation and the United States government, the state of New York, to occupy that land. And in being in upstate New York, I understand why certain things are the way they are. It's because of these agreements with these natives to occupy, Like I always say, if black people, the darker skinned people linked up with the Native Americans, the country will cease to exist, and that day is coming. Believe me, that day is coming. So, it's just a little rant this morning. So again, I'll be out later. I'm about to go up in off zone. I'm sure they about to get stupid in here with this man shit. Maybe because they like to do that. I'm about to just keep this shit rolling. Oh no, wait, I'm at the wrong one. I gotta go to the one next door. So. But yeah, so that's my morning rant. Like I said, I'll be on later, visiting stores. But one of the main stores that said that they were going to be enforcing all this shit, it doesn't look like they're not doing it. So we'll see. But shout out to Angel. Shout out to Angel. Holding 2 dicks. Oh, shout out. I ain't seen you in a while, man. I got out of getting the jab. Oh, that's what's up, man. You wrote a religious labor. That's what's up. What you got to give these people, and I never showed anybody how to do this shit, but man, you got to give them an exemption. Shit, you got to give them an exemption under the law, and You don't take their paperwork, you give them the paperwork because you got a right to contract with them. They don't have no right. If you whatever you're working for, they don't have no right to just give you something. All right, they gave you a job. All right, that's what they gave you for your health, safety, and well-being. They have no, they have no right to try to tell you to do anything. So what you do is you contract with them. You fill out your own religious exemption. You put all the things in there, and you even put the Iccpr. And this is how a lot of people have gotten religious exemptions 100%. Like, you're not even gonna fuck with them and don't even ask them shit. It's through using the Iccpr, because the Iccpr has a clause in it that simply states, let me find it for y'all. I'll give y'all this jewel and then I got to get some shit done. Okay? This is what you use, and I've told so many people, but just people don't understand. I can't help you understanding it. And the ones that I've told to do this, man, did they benefit off of that shit. Because this is what you put in there, and it's going to go to some legal department and say, oh, whoa, all right, okay, all right. Grant, whatever, he's good. That's basically what they're going to say. Now, let me get you this. I'll even tell you which article is, and you guys can craft your own, and then you use this with the Constitution. You use both, all right? All right, let me find this shit real quick. I should know this one by heart, but I don't, because it's just, I got tired of telling people about this shit, and it's just aggravating. Like, how the fuck it is what it is. All right, Article 6, Part 3, Article 6, Iccpr clearly states every human being has an inherent right to life. This right shall be protected by law, meaning your Constitution. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his life, right? So you have that one, okay? And right here, Article 7 is next. No one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment. In particular, now this is where, you got to understand legalese. In particular, this is when they're getting particular. Like, that means motherfucker particular. All right? I'm going to stop right there. Hold on. So I can give y'all this, so you guys can understand it. How powerful this shit is. You ain't got to ask nobody. You don't ask people for shit. You demand what you want. That's how it goes. Government is for the people. Though we know it's not, you're always supposed to be demanding whatever the fuck you want. That's it. All you have to do is what you want. As long as it doesn't fuck with nobody's rights, violate anybody's rights, infringe on anybody, hurt anybody, nothing. You demand what you want. This is why they never ratified. This is why they didn't this is why they didn't execute the Iccpr. You think they would want the American people to know this shit? No. They signed on it, and they put in there that it's not self-executing. Means they're not gonna fucking tell anybody. But if you figure it out, guess what? They gotta uphold your rights. Point blank period, man. So let me finish this real quick. Hold on. All right. Okay. Now, the word in the Iccpr that I just read to you. Oh shit! No. Where the fuck is it at now? Okay. Article 7. No one, meaning no one means person, shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment. Now, and then next it goes, in particular, all right? Now the legal meaning of, fuck my phone acting up. I'll flip it this way. Now the legal definition of in particular, sorry, my shit is all over the place, is individual, local, partial, special, or belonging to a single person, place, or thing. All right? So understanding that word in law means in particular, all right? That means your ass. That means you by yourself, That means you as a single individual entity, everything pertaining to your ass. All right, you. That means they can't come with what others are doing, what this person is doing, what this business is doing. When you're demanding your motherfucking exemption, and under the legal definition of exemption, all right, that means you don't have no part of the shit. There's nothing else to talk about. Exempt means you don't do it. There's no other words you gotta put, but exempt means you don't do it. Not, oh, we granted your, because that's what they do. When you send an exemption, they come back with some bullshit that don't even have the word exempt in it. So, all right, read it again. Article 7, no one should be subjected to torture or cruel, inhumane, degrading treatment or punishment. In particular, no one shall be subjected without his free consent to medical or scientific experimentation. That's it. Article 7 right there, that ends the whole shit. Because they cannot come out and prove that it's not an experiment. They could come out now and prove that this shit works. Article 7 of the Iccpr is game over, because the minute they go against this shit, they're in civil litigation for a suit for violating your human right, not civil rights. Don't ever talk about civil rights, because you ain't got no fucking rights. When you don't naturally have any fucking rights, you gotta assert them shits. It should be obvious to everybody we ain't got no right unless we insert our rights. Point blank, period. That's anything you get involved with. You insert your fucking right to due process, all right, under the law, all right, which is the Constitution, which is the Iccpr that was enforced, all right, on December 16th, 1966. They signed on it, right? Okay. March 23rd, 1976, it went into force. Boom. There it is. So, Article 7 is a very important one. You guys need an exemption. There it is. And I mean, I've done videos on this shit. I mean, it might have lasted 2 seconds and got deleted, but I talk about it, I mean, it is what it is. People don't believe me when I talk about the CCPR, man. That is supreme law of the fucking... I mean, just go to New York City. Look at the United Nations, all right? What LGBT and BLM has been able to do, and you will see. Look at the borders. Why is there a border crisis? And that's nothing I can't stand. I'm for open border. I don't give a fuck. We're all humans. This is all our land. But I get people's perception on why it shouldn't be open. Okay? Because they're deliberately doing it to offset and destroy this economy and country. All right, that's why they're doing it, to tank this place. People freely moving upon the land, because guess what? Us would want to get the fuck out of here anyway and head down to their land. We can trade. I say, look, where y'all living at? Let me see it. Oh, yeah, I don't want that one. You got how many acres and you want to come live the American dream? All right, listen, you take my American dream. I'll give you all my shit. Let me have yours. Let's do a trade. Let's trade off. I'll be gone in a New York fucking minute. In a fucking heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? So this is why the borders are able to do what they do. All right? This is why I'm literally showing you guys on video the fucking people that are supposed to protect the border are escorting these motherfuckers in. Not motherfuckers. I mean, you seen it was women and children. I felt really bad. I mean, they are just seeking a better life. I mean, everybody's got a right to life, liberty, and freedom. And this is able to be done under the Iccpr, all right? Because there's no borders. This is why they do what they do in other countries. They flood the borders, all right, with people, because it's to offset and destabilize the nation. This is all they're doing, all right? But it's able to be done. This is why the time right now is to become free and independent from these motherfuckers, man. And I'm doing shit in the background that I'm just not sharing until the shit is done and then signed, sealed, and delivered. But you better believe this document is in play in my life, all right? And that's it. And that's Article 7. And then Article 8, no one shall be held in slavery. Slavery and the slave trade in all their forms shall be prohibited. No one shall be held in servitude. No one shall be required to perform forced or compulsory laborer, all right? So how the fuck, I mean, you start reading through this shit, you start to see, ooh, damn, okay, what is compulsory labeler? Okay. All right, what is all this other shit? You know what I mean? So Article 9, everyone has the right to liberty and security of person. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention. No one shall be deprived of his liberty except on such grounds and in accordance with such procedures as are established by law. Anyone who's arrested, and this is what, I mean, this is why you're seeing what you're seeing all across the fucking country with crime, because this is in play, all right? They are literally letting these criminals be up under this. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. They're using it against us. But in reality, it's for us. But you got people in low vibration, low state of mind that want to murder, maim, and like do all kind of wicked shit. Rob, steal, kill, do all that shit. All right? But that's who's benefiting right now because they're in jail and out of jail. You're like, how the fuck does that even happen? Well, if you knew about this certain document called the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, you'll understand why they can do that, because you can't hold them as a fucking slave in a prison for some dumb, for little shit. Because if you walk into a store and remove something from a store, it's stealing under what? Codes, laws, and statutes. But also, you have a right to a fair trial. You have the right to face your accusers. You have a right to all that shit. Why are you going to prison and jail before you're tried? This is what's happened. They're going in, getting a court date, released right out. Boom. Because they're not supposed to be held in prison before due process of law. I can't explain it any better than that, people. This is what they're using. I mean, just read the shit. You'd be like, damn, that's right. Everyone has the right to liberty and security of person, meaning you as individual. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest or detention. No one shall be deprived of his liberty except on such ground and in accordance with such procedure as established by law. Notice they didn't say legal. Notice they didn't say penal codes. Notice they didn't say statutes. All right? That's why only ones that are being held, murderers, rapists, and even rapists are being let out. You know, violent assaults, you know, shit like that. That's the only thing that's being held in there because it has to be established by law, meaning the legislative branch, all right? Meaning an actual fucking law, right? Anyone who is arrested shall be informed at the time of arrest of the reasons for his arrest and shall be promptly informed of any charges against him. And this goes like unlawful arrest. You whip this shit out, your case is getting thrown right out the fucking window. The judge don't even want to see that shit, all right? If you implement this, if you bring the Iccpr into these jurisdictions, oh God, will they fucking run. They're still running their scam on everybody, all right? But in reality is, it's almost a common law that is in play that we don't even fucking know about, all right? Anyone arrested or detained on a criminal charge shall be brought promptly before a judge or other officer authorized by law to exercise judicial power and shall be entitled to trial within a reasonable time or to release. This is why you see the news from, oh, we need, law reform. We need quicker trials, quicker this, quicker that. Well, Article 9, Section 3. Boom. It shall be not the general rule that persons awaiting trial shall be detained in custody. Bam. That's why they're letting these motherfuckers out, man. People know what's going on. And I be wanting to share this information, man, but people just not ready to receive that shit. That's like telling somebody to put a fucking mask on that don't believe in the mask. I mean, I can't help that. I can't help that people don't understand this shit, man. You know? At any other stage of the judicial proceeding and should occasion arise for execution of judgment. Everyone who is deprived of his liberty, who is deprived of his liberty by arrest or detention shall be entitled to take proceedings before a court. I got a phone call. In order that the court may decide without delay of the lawfulness of his detention and order his release if detention is not lawful. Think about this shit with law. Now you're going into law. And this is one thing that I strongly believe in is the law, not all the other shit. That's why I rag on the police. That's why I rag on people who enforce the bullshit codes, statutes, and all that other nonsense, because that's the tyranny right there. All that shit is tyranny. Being pulled over, stopped and shit, searched for a fucking taillight, that's tyranny. How the hell you get pulled over for a taillight and somebody ends up shot and killed reaching for a wallet? I get it. It's dangerous out there, but look now. Now they're letting this shit ride, and it is dangerous out there. But think about it. Think of how many lives could have been saved. Think about how many, how much better life would have been if we remained in that state all these years. People would have been more respectful. People would have been more, it's just, it just is what it is, man. And anyone that has been the victim of an unlawful arrest or detention shall have enforceable right for compensation. Right in there. That's why you see, when they see this shit, they run, because boom, it's a right to compensate. Compensate me, man. Pay me for what you've done. And this is why they handing out shit like a fucking, like they're handing out money like a damn candy, like it's candy, Article 10, all persons deprived of their liberty shall be treated with humanity and with respect to inherent dignity of human person. That means when these motherfuckers in jail, right? That means that's why you see people in jail have tablets now. People in jail have more visits now, If they have inserted those rights, if somebody have put this into the prison, like the prison system is fucked up right now. Why do you think they're releasing a lot of these people? Oh, they got to release it they're using, no, what BLM and LGBT have did with the reform is have put this document into these prisons and are starting and bringing these prisons suits, and the ones that don't have these violent shit and all this other shit are being let out. That's why they're saying, oh, felons are being let out of prison. It's because of this document right here. It's being used against us when it should be used for us. BLM should be going to the black community and say, look, y'all have rights. You guys have rights, man. Insert your rights. Get this changed. Get this system out. Get these Arab stores out of here. You guys want this. You guys want, these rights. You guys want to be treated with human dignity, man. Come on, man. And this is a juvenile thing. There's a channel, okay, that I just discovered. Shout out to the Resistance channel, that you could watch court cases by this judge that oversees juvenile cases. And if you watch those, you can see that he knows that the Iccpr is in play right now, and he caters to that, and he holds those juveniles that are just disrupting the fucking society. Like, we can't, if you hear the words he's using shit out of here. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is Agenda 21, Agenda 2030 is being implemented right now before our very eyes, and we don't even see that shit. We don't see that. That is what law is at play right now. That's why we're seeing the shit we're seeing. That's why we're seeing, they can't do anything about certain things. That's why you're seeing the police defunded and not. Rochester, New York, they don't patrol. You don't see it at night. You don't see the police any fucking where. Nowhere. You don't see the police nowhere. They sit, they wait now. They just pick up the pieces, And they still try their other bullshit with their, traffic enforcement and shit. And that's why they had to put traffic enforcement here in my local area under city codes, like parking violations. So your traffic tickets don't go to the state here. They go locally in Monroe, and not Monroe County, but in the city of Rochester. The city of Rochester has created a fucking big scam in using parking tickets for the traffic violation. So if you get stopped for seatbelt or tail light out, it is considered a parking ticket. And you go down there, according to the New York state law, it could be a max $300 fine, but you can settle with us for $75. These motherfuckers are a scam bag sham. Like, they don't even like to see me come in the fucking building, because I'm loud when I'm talking about my tickets and all this other. They don't honestly never want to see me, ever. So like I said, y'all, study the Iccpr, Look at Article 11. No one shall be imprisoned merely on the ground of inability to fulfill a contractual obligation, man. Come on, people. Look what's going on. It's about contract, man. And I'm going to do a video about this, showing you in court cases, Supreme Court cases, other court cases, on how this document has been used for people's rights, to get shit for lawsuits, to get, how they used Prop 27 or whatever, to get these certain laws removed how they got this shit into the schools, like all this police hate and all this, because you got to write. Where's it at? I could read it right now. I don't want to make this video too long. I want to save this for a separate video. But yeah, like, I'm going to do a separate video for this. But just go to Article 7. Shout out to you guys. Go to Article 7. And, hey, what's good, Kimmy? Go to Article 7. And this is your exemption right here. You got to write shit else. Article 7, Iccpr. Throw some constitutional shit in there if you want. No one shall be subjected to torture or cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment. In particular, that's when they go into particular after that. No one shall be subjected without his free consent to medical or scientific experimentation. It's right there, everybody. And there's another one too. Hold on. Let me show you guys. All right. And that's why, you know, oh, they're going to be ripping people out of their homes and all that other shit, man. Listen, they're going to be ripping certain people out of their homes, all right? But not everybody. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on criminal offenses on here. And, wow, look at this. Just breaking news. Livingston County is not enforcing masking rules. But you got to understand, okay, that's another thing. They're going to do this, okay, because it's all going to be about, sorry to get off subject, but I just got a breaking news in my area that Livingston County, which is the county over, is not going to be enforcing the mask mandate that New York State just implemented into effect today. Now, that being said, is the whole game is to the Joker, Rocky Dennis, Kathy Hochul, to come on in a week or 2 or 3 and say, oh, the cases are out of control. We have people not complying, businesses not complying, counties not complying, local sheriffs, police not complying. All right, we're going to go to restrictions now. Limit capacity, only 20% capacity in all business, whatever the fuck they do. That's what their goal is, because they want that line outside that business to check for vaccine passes, to put people in fear, to deny them at the door. Because now when they have the door shit like they did before, now they can say, can I see your pass? Can I see your pass? Up, you can't come in. Can I see your pass? Can I see your pass? Up, you can't come in. Can I see your pass? That's what they want to get to. All right. Mark my words, that's where they're going with this. All right. This is just fucking clear as day. That's where they're going. All right. Then, hey, then we go a step further. Whatever, I know here, 100 people, we getting together, we going, let them do that shit. We're going right through the door and we're going shopping. Fuck that. You know what I mean? People already been talking about it. We're just going to go mob shopping, get everything we want, pay for it. If they refuse our payment, hey, we got a bag of money. We're going to pay over what we did in here. Boom, there you go. That's why at this point, that Amazon shit is a good idea, because you could go fill your fucking cart up and walk right out the fucking door. That's why I hope Whole Foods here in Rochester that they're building has that shit in there, because guess what? For shit like this, guess what? You ain't got no cashiers and you pay for your shit. You go get your shit. Go in and get the fuck out, you know? But anyway, sorry to get off subject. That shit just came up on my thing. But there's in my area, I already see the agenda where they're headed, so whatever. But let me find this other thing. I know I'm all over the place, man. It's the sun's beaming on me. Feels good. The sky's clear, so mine's clear. So let me just see. All right. There's so much in here that is like, if you put this in your life, look out, Susie. They ain't fucking with you. Believe me when I tell you, they're not fucking with you. You'll go through some shit, but once this shit gets involved and, you know, they know about it, and I'm going to be sharing a bullet with you soon enough, all right, with this document right here in some other venue that I'm using it for the very first time. And I'll let you know how it goes. But anyways, all right, okay. All right, this is another one that is very important. Article 17, no one shall be subjected to arbitrary or unlawful interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence, nor to unlawful attacks on his honor and reputation. Everyone has the right to protection of the law against such interference of attacks. Think about this shit now. Think about how, remember, This is supreme law of the land here in the United States. All right? It is. I don't know what else to tell you. 1992. All right. Everyone shall have the freedom of thought, conscious of religion. The right shall include freedom to adopt a religion or belief of his choice, and freedom, either individually or in community with others and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in worship, observance, practice, and teaching. Now, what does that mean? It don't fucking matter what you can believe that a rock is your God, and that you can throw that shit, and as long as it don't hit nobody, that's your God. That means that the law has to uphold that. Well, he loves a rock and he likes to throw it. So if you're in the way, try to stay out the way, because if it hits you, I mean, it's his right, but he don't really mean to hit you. But, so if he hits you with the rock, we're really not going to arrest him. This is why you see certain shit and you don't understand how you saw the BLM shit that you saw going on. Like, how were they able to destroy shit, beat people up and assault, do all kind of shit and nothing happened? Well, here you go. I mean, just is what it is, man. It is what it is. I can't. They're using it against us, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm just telling you. No one shall be subjected to coercion, which would impair his freedom to have to or adopt a religion or belief of his choice, man. I mean, this shit, it goes on and on. But there's another one. Sorry, I got a phone call. Article 19, everyone shall have the right to hold opinions without interference. Everyone shall have the right to freedom of expression. This right shall include freedom to seek, receive, and impact information and ideas of all kinds, regardless of frontiers, either orally or written in print, in the form of art, or through any media of his choice. That's what they have done to get this pornography and this shit into the schools. They use Article 19. That's a jewel I'm giving to you guys. All right. The exercise of this rights provided for in paragraph 2 of this article carries with its special duties and responsibilities. It may therefore be subject to certain restrictions, but these shall only be such as are provided by law and are necessary. Now think about where there's no laws. There's no laws. When you start getting into some of this shit that's going on in schools, when you look, there's no laws. So if there are no laws, this is why it's in there. It's point blank, period. That's why it's in there. And then that's it right there. Read Article 19, man. I mean, I can't, I can't stress that enough, So, I mean, this is just something that, it's all of our rights are in here. If you exert these shits, put them in paper, as far as like assembling, people try to say, in my local area, they went to a Wegmans and shut it down. Wegmans closed. Police didn't tell them to leave. Why? Because our Iccpr. People in this area in high power know about this. This is why I'm going to introduce this to people around here and say, look, I mean, this is your key. This is your ticket. If you want to go to a Wegmans and protest, there's nothing they could do to stop you. The police can't come. They can't do shit. The police actually has to protect your right to do that. I mean, it's powerful shit. This is why you saw the chop zone. There's nothing they can do at all. Zero. Nothing that they can do when you implement this upon this soil, because this soil has not seen that, So there's one more I want to read, and then I am gonna go because this was longer than I expected. But people study that document, man. It's very powerful, and it brings balance back, because they're using it against us. They knew they had to do this, but they never made it executing. So, I mean, it was what it is. So this is something that is actually for our protections, and the law has to uphold it. But what's good, Blink, Goblin, Ryan, Angel Cuts, shout out to all you guys. Elfreda, shout out to you. New name, new face. That's what I like to see. Rye Guy, shout out to you too. New face. I'm gonna have to get one of those shields in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, get you one of those shields, man. They're dope. I actually got one. You know what? Matter of fact, I don't know what happened right there. But so I can go to like courts and shit to do it like, shit like that. So this one is like a like gray chrome tint and they can't see your face in it. And shit's dope as hell. It's just shades. That's all it is. Boom. That's all it is. It's shades, long shades. You know. So, boom. I actually think the shit's kind of fucking cool because it hides your face and you could talk shit, be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? You could do whatever, and you could go inside. Sometimes we got to go inside to be belligerent. Shit, get in, take the shit off. What, they gonna come around? Can you please put your mask on, sir? Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll put it on in a minute. Just get away. Stay 6 feet apart, man. Follow the science. Ain't nobody around me. Fuck out of here. Wear it to walk in the door. Take the shit off. I mean, that's for some. It's like for shit that go down with the legal shit. And then I got the rainbow joints too. Wherever they at. I got the Neo ones too. Like I said, I actually enjoy wearing these shit because it's just, like I said, look. It's just glasses it's got the nose piece and it's just glasses that are long. I mean, it's like you wearing safety goggles. Boom, put these shits on. Bam. Boom. I actually like this shit, But get them on Amazon. They come with a wipe. And everything to keep them clear, fog resistant. And, you got to do what you got to do, man. We at war, Some places, hey, what are you going to do? Just not go? Nah, put this shit on. Boom. And then you get in there, you feel like take a mask. You must wear a mask upon entering. Take them. We got to play dumb. We have to play dumb with these people, man. You got to play stupid with these people. You dumb. If it says wear a mask, it doesn't say wear it at. We got to play stupid. If it just says wear a mask, shit, put the shit on your clothes and say I got it on. And say I'm wearing it. What are they gonna say? Because if you ever get into a court situation, I mean, it is what it is. Everything is literal in court. You got to be literal. It's simple, stupid. You just have to be literal. Say I was wearing it. It didn't say. Now, if it says face covering, shit like that, take the words literal because there's no laws. Take the shit. The shit will get. I mean, come on. If and all else fails, you're gonna get a check from somebody. Oh, somebody gonna owe you something. And that's why you need to have a template for lawsuits. You gotta just leave blanks and have a template, and then just sue these motherfuckers, man. Sue them. That's all you gotta do. I mean, what is everything? Most shit is on Zoom anyway now.